Okay, we may have a few more people come in, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We're so happy that you decided to spend your afternoon with the Stanley County Historical Society. In October of 2022, we did the first one of these programs, honoring people who are buried in the Albemarle or Old PD Cemetery. And at that time, we were introducing the revised, or well, not really revised, but just slightly updated version of If These Graves Could Speak. And this book is mainly, the stories were written by Fred T. Morgan, who is a journalist, a storyteller. He wrote a lot of articles for the newspaper, has a lot of books that we have at the History Center that are for sale. But this is for sale this afternoon. Over here at the table, they're $10, and all the money goes to the Historical Society. So if after hearing the stories you'd like to read some of the others that you didn't get to hear today, stop by the table as you're leaving. And Fred's daughter, Annette Morgan Starnes, is here today, back on the back row, and so is her daughter, Morgan. So we're glad to have them with us today. Before I introduce our speakers for the afternoon, I want to thank several people who have been a tremendous help in getting this program put together. Kent Harkey, who is president currently of the Stanley County Historical Society, helped select the stories. It was a difficult choice. We went through it and we picked some that we did in 2022, but we picked new ones, and we wanted to pick some that we felt that you would be interested in. I want to thank Joyce and Richard Lambert. They, along with the Albemarle, street crew, have made sure that the cemetery looks at its very best for those of you who would like to go over there and visit after the program today. And they have even taken one extra step and put some flags up so that you can locate easily the tombstones of those people that we will be talking about today. So look for the flags if you're looking for specific graves. But it's an interesting cemetery just to walk through and see who all is buried there. I also want to thank Brian Jones and Scott Herron, who came on Wednesday and made pictures at the cemetery for us. And especially my son, Louis Bramlett. He's in Kennesaw, Georgia, and he has worked long distance, he and his son Andrew, with me trying to get our PowerPoint completed. So I really do thank Louis for all his effort in doing that. So that we don't interrupt the program once our speakers start, I'm going to introduce them one by one. I'll ask them to stand when I call their name and tell you just a little bit about them, not much, just a little. And then when I introduce the last person who's speaking today, then we'll call Molly Waters to come up and start. She'll be our first presenter. All right. Molly, if you'll stand, please, where you are. And let me just turn around so they can see you. Molly is a native of Albemarle. She grew up, well, I'm going to save that to your program. I'm not going to move the PowerPoint now. Okay, she grew up in a house on Petey Avenue built by Rufus Alexander Crowell and Mamie Lawrence Crowell. It's where her father, Reginald Alexander Crowell, was born, and her maternal grandparents, W.T. and Molly Huckabee, and her mother, Alice Huckabee Crowell, also are Albemarleans. Molly is a retired teacher. She and her son, John, have traveled here from Raleigh to be with us.
My husband, not my son.
Excuse me. What did I say? Son and not husband? Oh, dear. Sometimes people get Chris and me mixed up that way, too. Okay. They have 2 grown children and 3 almost grown grandchildren. And Molly later will start us off with Rufus Alexander Crowell. The next person on our list is Teresa Crump. Teresa is also a Stanley County native. She is a retired English teacher working part-time at the Albemarle main branch of the library. She enjoys spending time outdoors, being active and social, and she enjoys reading powerful books. I'm going to have to ask her what these powerful books are. So I think that'll be interesting. She is a devoted daughter, the coolest aunt, and the best dog mom to Sally and Charlie. Since the Marks house is near and dear to the library and to the Stanley County Historical Society, Teresa agreed to tell us about Ida Marks Dunn. Nancy Presley is married to Jack Presley. Jack is sitting behind her, and they have traveled here from Hickory. She was born and raised in the wonderful 6th Street neighborhood in Albemarle, and she has special memories of many of her childhood friends. Jack and Nancy have a large and loving blended family of 4 children and their spouses, 11 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. Nancy's life is a testament to the importance of family. Today, she will be sharing with us the story of John Solomon Eford. Next was supposed to be Bain Jones, but Bain Jones has the flu, and we thanked him for not joining us today. So, when Chris stands up to give Bain's story of Miss Molly Gullidge, please just close your eyes and visualize Bain, 3 feet taller and about 20 or 30 years younger. And he will carry out the story of Miss Molly Gullidge in Bain's place. Our next person is Jeff Chance. Jeff is a board-certified physician assistant with 40 years of experience in family and emergency medicine. He serves on the Stanley County Historical Society Board and will be replacing me as the new Education Committee Chairman. He has a lifelong interest in genealogy and local, state, and military history. Today, he will be sharing information about William Lee Mann Sr. And Mr. Mann was my next door neighbor when I was growing up. Jenny Henderson, our next speaker, was born in Albemarle. Jenny graduated from Albemarle High School. She has a degree in interior design and was a textile sales rep for 33 years. When she retired, she moved to Baden and became a member of the Baden Historic Museum. Jenny has been a North Carolina film historian for many years and considers that her favorite hobby. Today, Jenny will be sharing what she has learned about William Franklin Snuggs. And our final speaker today will be Steve Culp. Steve was raised in Norwood. He served in the U.S. Air Force from 1967 until 1971, serving in Vietnam in 68 and 69 as an aircraft mechanic with the 355th TAC Flight Squadron. He is a past commander of VFW Post 6183. Steve retired from the North Carolina Air National Guard in New London, North Carolina. He is married to Gail Herring Culp. They have 3 daughters and 9 grandchildren. The Culps are members of South Stanley Baptist Church. Steve owned and operated Culp Electronics in Norwood for 50 years. Today, he will be helping us honor the life of Richard Guy Swearingen. So those are our speakers for today, and Molly, I'll turn the mic over to you.